Rockford's number one hit music station, 97 COK. Steve Shannon Show with producer MJ. Went into the weekend awaiting test results for a COVID-19. Had a possible exposure in our family. So last week got a little strange with us having to wait. And there's so many different kinds of tests. And then on Friday, my doctor friend, Bill Renk, was telling me that maybe you need to be getting a different test. And I said, hey, can we talk on the phone Monday? I don't know if I'll have any results from any of the tests by then, but everything you just said to me, I don't think a lot of people know about. This is what I said to Bill on Friday. Now we have Dr. Renk on the phone with us this morning.
Good morning, Dr. Bill Renk.
Guys, that sounds so professional.
Well, we're going to talk about a pretty serious subject.
Right.
So we really want to know if there are, all the different kinds of tests that are out there. Last week, Bill, we thought that the possible exposure to some COVID was going to put our family in a situation where we had to pull away from work, which is happening. It's why I'm under a blanket right now in the basement on the couch.
Lovely.
We took a couple of different tests, actually per kind of your recommendation, but kind of learning what tests are necessary if you think you may or if you possibly were exposed. Now, I know that there are these antibody tests, but that really is just going to tell you if you had it in the past, right? If you thought that was the flu and now you find out it wasn't, right?
Correct. So at this point, those antibody tests are most helpful in surveillance, how many people have been exposed in the community, and that kind of data can help us with the whole herd immunity and getting people back to work and those kind of things. At this point, it won't help you in terms of are you immune, when were you exposed, and that sort of thing. So at this point, that test is best just kind of as a surveillance and a confirmatory. So, okay. And then there's the two different testing sites in Rockford, the drive-through, the anterior nares that's more friendly, and the one that's not as friendly that's further back. I guess a couple things. One, both those tests, if you test negative today for it, it doesn't mean that you won't have it tomorrow. And so when you're asymptomatic, neither one of those tests are, they may give you a false sense of security that, I tested negative, but, like I say, it could be positive tomorrow. It depends on what's called viral load, how much of the virus you have around when you were exposed, that sort of thing. So best time to be tested, and the most accurate is if you have symptoms. If you have symptoms, either one of those testing sites are probably equivalent, either one of those drive-through. If you've been exposed and you don't have symptoms yet, probably the nasopharyngeal one, I think that's the one at Auburn, is going to be the most helpful because it's the most invasive and can detect lower levels of the virus because they're further back there.
So we took the drive-through test that was the short swab over at the University of Illinois College of Medicine. We got those results back, and those were negative. I felt like Maury Povich saying that right there.
Exactly.
I felt like I was in the audience for a second. I was on the edge of my seat.
Drum roll.
So as per Dr. Renk's advice, we went on Friday to have, I believe earlier you referred to this as the not-so-friendly test. Was that right?
That's the lesser of the friendly test. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, and he's right. MJ, you have these strange things in your desk that clean your metal straw from your water cup.
Oh, yes.
This didn't look like a Q-tip. It looked like one of those.
Like a little brush.
It goes, and they do it right in your car. You bend your head back, and they put it up there, and the guy says your instinct is going to be to scrunch your face, but don't do that. And you just kind of lay there breathing through your nose, and you can feel it way back there. It's weird, but I'm anxious. We should have the results from that test. That was at Auburn High School. That one's done by Crusader Clinic in the Winnebago County Health Department. That one, we should get results back today or tomorrow.